Another day, another tale. This time about the Witchwood in Ashton-under-Lyne and a band called the Psycho Surgeons. And the tale, another true tale, starts like this. The Witchwood in Ashton has always been a favourite venue, a live music venue for me, particularly in the late 80s and early 90s. When I first attended, sometime in around 86 or 87, it was a pub called the Gamecock. That pub hosted live bands on a regular basis. It became so popular that it was transformed into a bespoke music venue and changed its name to the Witchwood. That was sometime around 1986-87. The room at the back of the pub was extended and it was fitted out to accommodate around 200 people. Although they used to, really push that at times, that capacity. This would become the scene of many joyful and memorable nights for me around that time. So around 1987, the Witchwood sometimes had acts on 7 nights a week. So on the advice of a mate, I went along with him on a midweek night to see a band called the Psycho Surgeons. Fantastic name. They had a very large, loyal cult following, which I wasn't aware of prior to this gig on this night. I didn't expect there to be much of an audience, so I'd recently bought a new pair of spectacles. They were classic 80s style, i.e. massive, and I also paid a little bit extra to have them tinted as well to look, even more cool than I already looked at the time. So, because I didn't think there'd be many people there, I thought I'd be safe enough wearing these new glasses. So we arrived there slightly later than planned, probably only about 10 minutes before showtime. And I couldn't believe what I saw before me. The place was packed, and it was an almighty struggle just to get to the bar for a drink. Seemingly, the band, like I said earlier, had a large cult following, but I managed to squeeze into the bar area and wedged my mate and myself wedged ourselves against the bar itself. The room was clearly overcrowded. There was more than 200 in there that night. As the band came on, the audience went absolutely crazy. They were a 4-piece band, and the drummer, bassist and lead guitarist started the intro to one of their crazed songs. I gripped my pint closely to my chest as the moshing had already started even before the singer came on, and it had got really chaotic even up to the place where I was standing. So eventually, 2 or 3 minutes in, the lead singer emerged, and the delirium in front of me went up another notch. He was dressed in a full surgeon's gown, complete with mask and hairnet, hence the name of the band. He leapt around the small stage for a few minutes whilst the band played behind him. Then he ripped off his mask and hairnet to reveal unbelievably long hair, which he then swished around from side to side like a whip. He screamed his vocals into the microphone, which brought about another crowd surge. I've not seen anything like this live before anywhere, let alone at the Witchwood. It was truly insane. Over the next few songs, his gown came off, and eventually he continued the gig bare-chested. Around 4 or 5 songs in, out of nowhere, a huge settee cushion appeared in the audience in front of me. I have no idea where it came from. The ceiling at the Witchwood at the time was very low, so on this night the crowd surfers were literally had their hands on the ceiling while this cushion was being flung around the heads of the crowd in front. It was hilarious, so I just laughed along with everyone else. Suddenly, the cushion was hurled in my direction. I saw it too late and it caught me full on the side of the head. This resulted in my expensive, massive glasses flinging off my face and into the crowd around me. The audience were packed like sardines and were crowd surfing and moshing like there was no tomorrow. I quickly started pushing and shoving those around me and to try and locate my glasses, but deep down I knew it was a forlorn hope. Eventually, the chaos in front of me relented just for a couple of minutes So I was able to bend down and search on the floor. I found the remnants of what were my pride and joy in several smashed, crushed pieces on the floor. I was devastated. My mate was laughing his head off, but my sense of humour had exited stage left. The enormity of my situation dawned on me very quickly. Firstly, I could not now see the band, and I was pretty blind at the time. And more importantly, these were my only pair of glasses, which meant I could not even drive to work the following morning. At this point, I lost the plot and threw my dummy completely out of my pram and told my mate I was going home, as my night was ruined. The following day, I had to take the day off work to procure an emergency pair of glasses. I learnt a harsh lesson on this night, and never again would I wear glasses to see bands such as these. I've never worn contact lenses either, so there's been a lot of bands I've seen as kind of blurry outlines. Thank you, as ever, for listening and watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Goodbye.